Anyways, I'm really mad about being here. Keith is forcing me to do this against my will.
I am not forcing Kyle to do this.
I'm gonna piss.
Kyle chose. You just pissed.
But like, I'm gonna piss out of anger.
How do you even have anything left to piss out of anger? You chose
full
to do
of
this.
piss and vinegar.
This was what you chose.
No, you just said I had to. You said we couldn't.
Well, I said you had to choose.
You said we couldn't do Resident Evil 2 unless we did this. I want to play a little bit of the Resident Evil 2 remake to see how truly similar it is to the Silent Hill 2 remake. But Keith put a gun to my head and said, we can't do that unless you play this bad, terrible game that you hate.
Yeah. It was an AK-47.
Most popular gun in the world.
The most popular gun in
the world.
The famous gas-powered AK-47. I don't even know what that means.
Do you know that it ejects the gas upward, highly reducing the recoil, making it one of the easiest automated rifles to fire?
Wow, that's awesome.
That's why kids can use it. Isn't that great?
Yeah. I don't know what gas-powered even means. Like, don't
gasp. Like, I mean...
Like,
I've never heard.
Aren't automatic weapons mechanical?
I've never heard it called gas power.
Have you not heard it called that?
No. I mean, maybe if someone said that, maybe they were referring to the thing I was just talking about.
Yeah, maybe.
But like, I mean, that there's always like a gas expelled from a firearm's my understanding. Like, because the explosion. Oh, hey, look who we got. We were so close. Wow.
Wow.
We were so close to this and missed out. Thank God we came back. We would have missed. We would have missed. There's some kind of pyramid for a head. I forgot that Pyramid Head wasn't his official name. That like...
What was his official name?
Like I don't know if they ever really said at the time, but like I think it's like Pyramid Thing or something. Like it's something really similar.
Red Triangle.
That's what I heard. That's what he was called, like in the Japanese version or something. Right. But like I guess this was like recent, like recently when there was some kind of like, I don't know, like I think this was around the something to do with the remake. They were like in the art book or something. They called it like Pyramid Thing.
Is this maybe?
Ooh, do a little dance. There's no bullet hole in the closet.
It has a gas-operated action.
Huh.
Gas operation is a system of operation used to provide energy to operate a locked breach. In gas operation, a portion of high-pressure gas from the cartridge is being fired. The cartridge being fired is used to power a mechanism to dispose of the spent case.
I'm making the decision to lower the brightness.
There you go. That's what that means. So yes, it is the gas that's inside of the cartridge. There isn't a little fill tank in the gun, which is like I knew that wasn't what it was, but I couldn't have told you what it meant. But it is what it makes me think of. That like, yeah, you just have like it just uses a little bit of gasoline.
You thought it was gasoline?
Yeah,
now?
I'll take 0.2 of the 85.
Do you know why it's called gasoline?
This is definitely something that I've heard before, but I don't remember.
The gasoline was developed as a fuel by a guy whose last name was Cazel, like Cazel, and so he called it Cazeline.
Right.
And then it became popular and other people started selling it. And he was like, hey, you can't call it Cazeline. That's my name. That's my thing. You can't call it that. And so they went, oh, yeah, it's not Cazeline. It's Gasoline. And that's why we still call it that. It's literally like the I'm not Sonic, I'm Blonic level, like logic of naming.
That's really funny. And why in other places they call it petrol.
Yeah, they just call it
it a generic thing. Which is, it's funny because it does lead to, like, British people being like, but it's not gas. Why is it called gasoline? And Americans are like, yeah, it's gas. Look, it's just gas. That's what gas. It's gas.
Yeah.
What else would it be? It's gas.
It causes a lot of confusion about, because, I got the canned juice. Let's go.
It's one of the only things that they're right about linguistically.
It's confusing because even like in America as a child, gasoline will be the first gas you hear about. So then later when they explain to you what gas is, and it's nothing like the car gas, you're like, I'm so confused now. Why would it be called gas? It was not gas.
So we just played. A lot. I don't know. What do you think? Like somewhere between an hour and 90 minutes of Silent Hill 1?
Probably, it might have been closer to 2, I'd say.
Okay.
And you more or less had a great time doing it.
Yeah, it was really a breath of fresh air.
And now we're sticking our head back in the toilet.
Yeah.
The toilet I just pissed in.
Yeah, the toilet that Kyle keeps pissing in.
We don't need to be here. Oh, we do need to be here.
What are you up to? What are you up to in this game?
If I knew, you think I'd be standing here swiveling around in circles?
Maybe that's part of it.
No. Oh, I didn't get a chance to say this in the Silent Hill 1 bit that we were doing. But I talked a lot of shit about the doing tank controls on the analog stick. Oh, is that the key? Oh my god, we're cooking with gas, people.
Nice. Gasoline. We're cooking with gas.
We're cooking with gasoline right now.
Which you can find on my YouTube channel, Cooking with Gasoline. I do all sorts of recipes that use a gas-powered stove.
My Facebook channel, Cooking with Kyle. My mom just sent me pictures from it.
Okay, tell me about what you were just talking about in Silent Hill 1. You didn't say.
I don't like the analog stick.
Oh, tank controls.
Tank controls. But then I do have to admit that playing all that Silent Hill 1 on the PS3 controller became impossible to ignore how sore my thumb was getting on that extremely stiff PS3 D-pad. And the PS1 D-pad is even stiffer.
Yeah.
But it did also have analog stick things. So by the end, I did switch a little bit to the analog stick to give my thumb a rest. Maybe now I'll switch to the Xbox D-pad. No one can stop me.
Xbox D-pad, not stiff at all.
No.
No, it's very gentle, very easy going. Tank controls, what would be good tank controls? Joy-Con.
Yeah. Yeah.
4 separate buttons, easy to press.
I've never been more wrong about a controller thing than the Joy-Con D-pad. Yeah, I saw those 4 buttons. I said, that'll never work.
Yeah.
That's crazy. How could that be a D-pad? And it's like, it's totally not a problem at all.
Nope. I can't tell you what my reaction was. I've always liked the Joy-Cons. If I can, I'll use the Joy-Cons instead of a Pro controller. If some games don't really, obviously every game allows it, but some games are a little too complicated to use that.
And that's the one thing that's bad about the Pro Controller. It's like the worst D-pad Nintendo's ever made.
I'd have to go grab my Pro Controller.
It's like it has like huge responsiveness issues compared to other Nintendo D-pads.
I haven't noticed that. I don't play a lot of D-pad games. Yeah, this is a. By the way, you want to talk about fucking D-pads? This D-pad is so good.
What are you holding up to?
This is my much too expensive Fly Digi Apex 4 controller that I got to play games on Switch because we only have one Pro controller. So I was like, well, we need a second controller, and I also use it to play games on PC. And I guess I can play on an Xbox too, but you need to get a dongle for it.
Here. I have no idea what's going on, but I haven't been able to find my Pro controller in like over a year. It's driving me nuts.
This is a phenomenal D-pad.
That's a good D-pad. It's very clicky. The clicky D-pad. It's got the dish shaped cross going on.
It's also replaceable. You can just pop it off and replace it.
Yeah. You almost lost it.
I almost lost it. And then you can do that with all the analog sticks too. They just pull right out and you can replace them without having to do anything. And next to them, you can take off the faceplate and you can change the tension on the analog sticks.
Nice.
Which is great.
Yeah.
That.
Wow.
Sick.
And
too expensive.
What pittance did you offer in exchange for this controller?
I don't know. It was like $160.
Woohoo! Wow, that's like $35 in 1995 money. So that's pretty brutal.
Yeah. I figured I needed another controller for PC, and I figured I might as well get a controller that's good that I like, because it's like $80 to get a regular Xbox controller. So I was not getting out of it cheap regardless. And I wanted something that I could use on everything if I wanted. So,
by the way, I found a shoot and I tried to use the juice on it. It didn't work. I guess it must have been the wrong shoot.
Yeah, the 8-bit do.
Yeah, I think it's technically maybe 8-bit do, but no one fucking says that.
I was looking into those, but I don't know. For some reason, they just weren't doing it for me. And then I was also looking into.
I think I'll always be partial to the Nintendo style D-pad.
Nintendo,
where it's like a flat disc with a like semicircle, like a half sphere on the bottom that it rocks on. Because like the one on that controller.
For which controller?
It's just like how Nintendo has always done D-pads, except maybe on the Pro controller, and that's the problem.
Right.
But it's like the whole D-pad is like one disc, and then there's like a half sphere on the bottom that the whole thing rocks on, which I think is what this Xbox controller has also.
It's also 360 has that too. The Ghillie Kit KK3 Max. Oh, sorry, the King Kong 3. That's the other thing that I was looking at. That one was also $80. So I was like, it was really like, do I want an official $80 controller? Do I want the King Kong $80 controller, or do I want to get the fancy thing? And I was really sold based on being able to replace the sticks, and that the triggers and analog sticks were Hall effect. And I was like, this is great, because one of the main things with controllers breaking for me is like wearing out thumbsticks, and I don't want to have to go into the controller and open it up to fix stuff. So I like just being able to pop them off.
What could this be?
View control normal or switch? I don't know.
I'm gonna have to find out now. What is this? Normal switch. What does that mean?
I don't know.
I went in here to see if there was a. I don't even remember what I was doing. I'm lost. Let's set the screen position. Oh, looks good.
Looks good.
That still looks good.
Yeah, that looks good. That looks bang on. That looks bang on.
Let's see view control. What is view? I mean, I know I can pull the L button for view control. What? What the hell? This is, now the L button does this, but what is this?
Switch.
It's certainly switching between something.
Why don't you try it in a hallway instead of in this fixed camera?
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Don't you worry.
All right.
Like, what if Switch lets you lock on to the enemies or something? It'd be crazy. Is it gonna? Look at this! You seeing this shit?
The triggers turn you?
No.
Oh.
The camera's just locked to my back now.
Oh, do you like that?
Yeah, that's really useful. What's the weapon?
Weapon lock to you now.
I bet it's just like readying your weapon is a toggle instead of a hold now, I bet. Which I don't think I want, but I'll just try it just for fun. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Don't want.
Okay, I should put down this controller and stop clicking its buttons.
Where did I originally go into the options menu to look for? That's the real mystery.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh, I was just here. God damn it. Did I try this door? Now it's unlocked.
Nice delivery on that.
If I turn on 2D type control, will I finally get the thing I've always wanted, which is 2D type control on analog stick, but tank on D-pad? No. Fuck, God fucking damn it. And I realized that was something I got wrong when I talked about this, like when we first played this a couple months ago. What did I say? I said that...
What did you say?
I think I said, like, that the PS4 re-release of the GameCube Resident Evil remake was, like, the only game that ever did, like, auto run on the analog stick and walking on the D-pad or something, but I was wrong. What it did was it had 2D type control on analog stick and tank controls on the D-pad, and that's the greatest thing ever, and that's what every tank control game should have.
I couldn't tell you.
Best of both worlds.
I couldn't tell you. I don't even know what you just said.
Okay.
What game? GameCube, Resident Evil.
You know the GameCube Resident Evil?
Yeah, the one with the painty backgrounds?
Yeah.
Okay. You got wrong what kind of tank controls that game had, thinking that it had worse controls than it did.
No.
When it actually has the best possible controls.
No, I was saying like when I was messing around with the controls in this game, and I was like, I thought the PS4 re-release of that Resident Evil game was the first game that did that, but I was wrong, and this game on the Xbox did it. But I was, I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. I was wrong.
Okay, so it wasn't being wrong.
I think it just had like analog walk run, like push the stick a little, it walks, push it a lot, it runs. And I was thinking like, that's that thing I loved from the PS4 Resident Evil. But it's not. What I loved about the PS4 Resident Evil was that it had tank controls on the D-pad and non-tank controls on the analog stick. So you always have full access to both controls at all times. And that's really good.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. There's no reason.
No reason to hate it. Everyone gets what they want.
Everyone gets what they want. I get what I want.
And what I want is sometimes one, sometimes the other. So it's even better.
Sometimes one, sometimes the other. Hey, you know what I started messing around with? First time ever. You ready for this?
Recording one-man Beatles covers where you're doing all 4 parts separately, but then you mix them all together in post.
Yep. Started with Don't Let Me Down, the original rooftop performance. Got a cover of that.
Nice.
I like that song more every time I hear it for the last 15 years. It has gone from being like a song I like to being like one of my favorite songs ever.
Yeah, it's a good one.
If I ever sang karaoke, that would be my karaoke song, but I won't. So it's not it's moot, but it's a thought experiment. Or I would sing, or maybe something from Steely Dan.
I think it,
maybe Gaucho.
Part of what makes it so great is that it is in the chorus you got 3 or 4 people singing instead of just one.
Yeah,
it wouldn't work as well with one person doing karaoke. I think you'd have to karaoke it with a couple people.
I think that you could. I think that karaoke is bad, and it's meant to be bad.
Sure.
And so doing it solo is fine because you're never going to get good karaoke. And my feeling is that socially, it's actually kind of annoying when someone's too good at karaoke.
Yeah.
Because it makes everybody less comfortable with singing poorly, which is what karaoke's about. Though I've never been.
We've walked into the ominous music room.
Yep.
Where it's ominous music all the time. Don't touch that dial. Ominous music 24/7 round the clock.
No, I was talking, Kyle, about not recording Beatles songs, but editing our recordings. I've started messing with multiple buses.
What does that even mean?
Well,
I don't even take the bus. I drive my car.
Wow. Won't you drive my car? Speaking of the Beatles.
Beep, 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 yeah.
Beep, 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 yeah. Beep, 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 yeah.
Golden Slumbers. Okay, what are you talking about?
So you have like your output, right? Which like you can like, if you think of it as like existing as an item, like on a table.
Oh boy, you're asking me to do a lot. I'm also trying to read this map.
A bus gets sent to the output, basically. So normally you would have all of the tracks going to a bus and the bus going to the output. Okay. But what you can do is you can separate so that some tracks go to one bus and some tracks go to another bus. And then
the buses collide on the highway.
And then they collide on the highway, and that's another output. We've never really needed... in all of my editing, I've never really needed multiple buses.
Yeah, what is the purpose of this?
Well...
Hang on, we're putting in the juice.
Okay.
Give him the juice.
Give him the juice.
Okay.
So the thing that it let me do... I was reminded of this because of talking about the noise gates, the echo... each other echoing on each other's mics. It's kind of hard to remove that echo because... like my echo remover software that I use, it uses my voice to determine what echoes it should be removing. And so it has a hard time removing your echoes from my track because it doesn't understand two people. And so what I was able to do was have our two separate tracks, do all the noise removal or whatever, put on a secondary compressor if it needs, whatever it actually needs to be done, and then combine them into a stereo track using a mono track, using a separate bus, and then apply echo removal to that bus separate from the game sound, and then recombine all three together, and then that's the output. And it worked really well. I've only done it once.
Nice.
And then I reinstalled Windows, like I said, and I forgot to make a backup of that file. So I have to, so for the very last Silent Hill episode, I have to go reconstruct the whole thing.
Yeah, you got to plan a whole new bus route.
I have to plan a whole new bus route. That's what Isaac's mom did before she retired. She did busing for a town in Massachusetts. Like for the school bus.
Managing the routes or driving a bus? Managing the routes.
Oh, we're back in the scary room.
I think I'm supposed to go through here. I'm going to save so I can't get lost from this room again.
Okay.
We're on Riddle Hard. I bet that's not about to bite us in the ass or anything. Get out of here. I'm going to try playing with 2D type controls for science.
I believe in you.
Working out great already. Holy shit.
I like it. I like that. You just need to you're just not used to controlling James like that.
Yeah. That's definitely.
How are you liking this? Does it give you the joy that Silent Hill 1 did?
The game in general?
Yeah.
I'm not disliking it as much as I did before.
But you haven't really been doing much. You've just been kind of lost.
Well,
in the halls.
I've been doing stuff.
You found a key?
I picked up the juice. I picked up the key. I used the key. I used the juice.
What juice?
Oh my! The six-pack of juice
6-pack of
can.
Juice.
I gave it the juice.
You gave it the juice. You gave the trash heap the juice. The trash chute. I mean, the trash chute. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on now. I think I saved when I got to that room. Like, I don't want to lose this room again. And I think it turns out I was not even in where I wanted to be. Does this go more up? Yeah, okay. We want the more up one.
Hey, did you see a bunch of people watched you playing World of Warcraft the other day, right?
I did notice that.
Did you see that we accidentally got some people who don't know us commenting because they found random World of Warcraft videos? We got 2 abnormally unhappy comments.
Oh, really?
Just 2. There were, out of a lot, because it was just like people who don't know us who found the video.
And what were they mad about?
So one, I'll sort by new. Let's see. One person said, "Imagine the piece of shit who supports this trash company infected with woke DEI mind virus."
And I'm playing WoW Vanilla.
WoW Vanilla,
I'm playing the original game.
By the way, a game that I believe was led by, what's that fucking guy, Grums, who's like a total right-wing psycho?
Yeah, and like, I picked a troll, which I had never played as before, and like the very first thing, it was like, the barbaric trolls that are evil and hate other races and also have Jamaican accents. And I'm like, wow, this game this sure was a thing.
It's always possible that that this person was joking, but I'm 100% sure basically that they weren't, because their name is Vajona, which is the name of someone who would be a piece of shit, I think. Vajona, if you're a normal Run Button fan, I'm sorry.
SSJ4 Vajona is what I would have named it.
And then someone said, "You're right, nobody watching this boring-ass game." And it's like, first of all, tons of people are watching this game, and second of all, it's like our most viewed video in months.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Like, by a lot.
That's wild.
Yeah.
The police announced today that Walter Sullivan, who was arrested on the 18th of this month for the brutal murder of Billy Locane and his sister Miriam, committed suicide in his jail cell early on the morning of the 22nd. According to the police statement, Sullivan used a soup spoon to stab himself in the neck, severing his carotid artery. By the time limit, my brain just saw the word time and added limit.
Yeah, because of video games.
Yeah. By the time the guard discovered him, Sullivan was dead from blood loss, the spoon buried 2 inches in his neck. An old schoolmate of Walter Sullivan's from his hometown of Pleasant River said he didn't look like the type of guy who would kill kids. Now, this goes on.
What type of guy looks like they kill kids?
That CEO who was murdered.
Yes,
sure. But I do remember that just before they arrested him, he was blurting out all sorts of strange stuff like, he's trying to kill me, he's trying to punish me, the monster, the red devil, forgive me, I did it, but it wasn't me.
I did it, but it wasn't me.
The schoolmate then added, I guess now that I think of it, he was kind of crazy. He didn't seem like the kind of guy who would kill kids, but now that I think about it, he was kind of crazy. I love the idea that if we ever get like 20% more popular than we are, we can look forward to getting comments like that all the time, apparently.
Say again?
I love that that these two deranged comments we got on the World of Warcraft video tells us that if we ever get 20% more popular, that's the kind of thing we can look forward to getting all the time.
Well, and if you remember, we were 20% more popular and we were getting comments like that. So.
I actually don't remember getting comments like that.
We didn't get a lot. Well, first of all,
people didn't comment like that back then
no,
as much.
Our Silent Hill 2 original Let's Play is full of nasty comments.
Oh.
And like, you know, there is just a period where we stopped getting as many comments because we stopped getting as many views. And that coincided with fewer people saying like mean things. Star Crashes, I rewatched Silent Hill 1 and Silent Hill 2 recently, and there were a lot of bad comments. Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. Those videos are good. Silent Hill 2 fans cry about it, I guess.
I guess it's like, the thing that really sticks out to me about those two comments is that they're not even in response to anything I did or said in the video.
This was someone looking, this is the thing, it's like, they just saw a World of Warcraft video and said, woke DEI. I'm sure that they went and posted that same comment on 400 videos. Yeah. Like, that's the kind of, they just like found every World of Warcraft video they could and posted that on it.
Thanks for the engagement, fucko.
Speaking of engagement, why don't you go to youtube.com/runbutton next time you're watching a video, or if indeed you're watching this video, make sure to give us a thumbs up. I believe, my conspiracy theory that I believe is that we have a person that gets notifications for when our videos drop, and they go and they put one thumbs down on every video that we put up.
Like, it's so weird because, like, it seems impossible that we would have one person who puts a thumbs down on every single video, but it's undeniable that every video has one thumbs down. And it's always, like, within an hour of posting a video. You know what I mean? Like, in the last... I mean, I guess, like, it's weird because it's, like, it's not hard to imagine that any particular video would give one person a reason to thumbs down, even if it's just, like, each one of the games that we play has one person who thumbs it downs it because we're playing Silent Hill and not Metal Gear, or Metal Gear and not Digimon, or Digimon and not Silent Hill or something. But, like...
Sure.
It really does seem like there's just one... It just does seem that way.
And you can tell because every once in a while we get 2 thumbs downs, and it's like, well, obviously one of these is a legitimate thumbs down, and one of them is a maniac.
Please go thumbs us up.
Go thumbs us up. Go comment, fight back. Psychically kill the maniac who thumbs us down our videos. And if you really like Run Button, you can go to contentburger.biz and subscribe to the Patreon. Our greatest gift is that we basically never talk about the Patreon. So if you're glad that we don't...
sign up for our Patreon in thanks for us not making you sit through a giant scroll of everybody who subscribes to our Patreon in every video.
Our reward is that we don't... shout out our patrons.
That's the real Patreon.
Our reward is that we don't clutter our video shouting out subscribers constantly. You know, it might not tickle the part of your brain that desperately wants someone to say thanks to you, but you can be glad that we don't litter all of our videos saying thanks to people all the time.
Or if you feel strongly that you would donate to our Patreon, if we did do that, I guess you can let us know in the comments, and if we get 40 people saying that they would sign up if we put their screen name in the video, then we do it.
Okay, yes, that is true. If you would only sign up if we did that, please let us know. The more people that say that, the better. But then they'd have to actually sign up, which I doubt.
I guess we'd have to do it.
Yeah, full name TBDs is $100 run button shout out to you. I would absolutely shout out anybody that gave us $100 a month. That would be a no brainer. That is the problem.
The Angel Island investor tier, I guess, can be the shout out.
Yeah, that's $65 a month. I would shout out anybody at $65 a month. Genius is the first time chat, the only honorable streamers. I do feel that way. I do feel like the only honorable streamers.
Oh yeah, every time we don't acknowledge the people who pay us money every month, I think I'm very honorable. Yeah.
Well, I feel I wish that we did more content for the Patreon, but that's different than the other stuff. Speaking of, where was it?
By the way, I'm officially hopelessly lost again.
Oh, full name TBD says, any plans to start up Shenmue 3 again for the Patreon?
Yes.
We meant to do it last time we recorded.
Let's just do it remote.
Yeah, we'll do it remote.
We'll do it remote. I can do that much more easily.
The thing that happened was we were so behind on doing like actual content for the YouTube channel that it felt more important to like get back in the habit of doing run button at all.
And we don't have to discuss why, but it's hard for both of us to feel motivated to do the Shenmue videos for different reasons.
Sure. But then what, it's true that we really needed to put stuff public on the YouTube.
Yeah, that's true.
And all of the time that I would put to like figuring out a time for both of us to want to do Shenmue 3 remote is like, well, now I have like all this stuff to edit. And so it's gone to that.
One coin. I felt like we were fucking cooking.
We were cooking.
But everything I did, all it served was to get me a coin, and I know I need 3, at least 3.
Obviously, if you don't want to play Shenmue 3, that's valid. I would say, naming names, it's not valid.
It's not valid.
It's not valid
because people pay us to play that or whatever.
And it is the only thing that people consistently pay us to play.
Well, it's the only thing we've given people the option to pay us to play.
Yakuza and Castlevania.
Okay, we did do those.
And
ago.
Eternal Darkness. Oh, that was a pile of shit.
I mean, those were so long ago.
Sure.
I would really like to pick a new Patreon game after finishing Shenmue 3 that we something that like people are asking for, something
that doesn't drive one of us crazy, no matter how not valid that is.
I feel like I said we didn't have to get into it.
Hey, Full Day TVD says giving you $1,000 to finish Eternal Darkness. Yeah, I would finish Eternal Darkness for $1,000. Would you finish Eternal Darkness for $1,000?
$1,000 a month? Absolutely. $1,000 one time
would take us less than a month to finish.
I don't know that we have that in us. That game got really hard, didn't it?
I think it got really boring. Was the problem? I do for $2,000. How about that? How about $2,000 over 2 months? That's what I would do.
To call Santa to tickle, I think was.
Want to call Santa to tickle.
Yeah, there was some kind of like magic incantation that our character would say, and it sounded like want to call Santa to tickle.
I remember that. That's so funny.
I remember so little about that game. It's actually amazing. No, wait a second. God damn it.
Seti says do more Yakuza as Patreon games. IMO, just skip to the remakes, remasters that don't suck. Yeah, well, I mean, I've talked about this before on main episodes. We really hated Yakuza, and I stand by my hate of the original Yakuza. But Yakuza Kiwami, and especially playing Yakuza Kiwami after playing Yakuza 0, it's amazing.
There were a good number of things we liked about Yakuza.
Totally.
We hated playing it.
No. We hated playing it. Here's the other thing. I am now unbelievably good at Yakuza combat. Like, I'm so fucking good at it.
I mean, here's the thing. I played through Kiwami. I played through 0 and Kiwami, and I have not started 2. So I guess if we wanted to do Kiwami 2, we could.
Unfortunately, Kiwami 2 is not that good.
Oh.
Because 2 is just not that good.
Because then also everyone says 3 isn't that good.
3 is actively bad. Kiwami 2 is fine. There's nothing wrong with Kiwami 2.
Should I just watch like movie versions of those 2 and skip to 4?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, you know what you should do? You should play Judgment.
Okay.
We should do Judgment. That's what we should do.
I don't know if we should do a game that's so long.
It's not that long.
He said hesitantly.
It's not so much longer than Kiwami 2.
Well, but that game was also longer than I should have suggested for a game, I think.
Seti says, I like 3 more than 2 story-wise, but actually playing it is a little rough. I would say that in broad strokes, I agree that the story of 3 is better than the story of 2, with some exceptions. But the execution on how they told that story and the allocation of like where you're spending your time is way out of whack. Totally bizarre game.
Okay, so I hadn't used the key yet. Is this how he...
Maybe the key knocked it down?
Is this how he gets to the other world? Is this just how we said he should have gotten to the other world?
In the other one, this was how.
Oh, okay.
In the remake, this was how. And that was actually a good change, I think. We'll see. Maybe it's awesome the way it changes in this one, but like having the other world be the step between those 2 doors, I believe that's how it was.
Everything's grosser, so that's
I guess it is other worlds. Is it other? I can't tell. It's just such a shitty apartment. It's not. It's hard to tell.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the thing about the Yakuza games is that they're like, I would say, highly qualified, like what is good about them, even though 4 is like such a huge improvement over 3, but they do that thing where they split the game up into 4 different protagonists, and it's like, I'd really like to be playing Kiryu more, but also some of the other protagonists are really good. Like Akiyama is like one of the best characters that they've ever done. And then 5 has the same thing. You spend even less time as Kiryu. And then the ending of 5 paired with the start of 6, like, made me so fucking angry at the series that I got literally 10 minutes into Yakuza 6, closed the game, uninstalled it.
Wow.
And never went back. I was so...
Whoa.
Yeah, I was like... And then when I told that to people, and I told them my reasoning, who had played 6, they were like, oh, you would have hated the ending to that game.
Oh,
and I was like,
God.
Oh, great. I'll give you the broad strokes without spoiling things, but 3, 4, and 5 are all about, like, Kiryu trying to distance himself both from the Yakuza, but also from Haruka, for fear that his connection to the Yakuza will become dangerous to her.
Okay.
And having to continually learn the lesson that actually separating himself from her is what puts her in danger. Learning that, and then going right back to, like, more and more increasingly extreme forms of self-flagellation And the fact that the games continue to be about him, like, forgetting the lesson that he learned at the end of the previous game. I started 6, and it was like, he's doing it again, worse than ever. And I was like, fuck it, I'm not dealing with this. 5 was, it seemed like he so definitively learned his lesson in 5 that I was like, I can't believe this. I'm uninstalling the game.
Wait a second. I thought your whole thing was that you liked these games and thought I should play them.
I do still, yes.
Which ones then?
1, 2, 4, and 5, and 0 and Judgment and Judgment.
But I
2.
already played 0 and 1.
Did you play 1 Kiwami?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah. Then, and did you play 0?
Yeah.
So I guess 2, 4, and 5. I guess you should play 3 or watch a video of 3.
Remember 0 was like the greatest thing I've ever done on Run Button, where it was like the surprise like wrestler entrance at the end of my Game of the Year list because it was number 0, and like it started playing the Yakuza intro music.
I don't remember this.
Oh my god.
No. What happened?
It was like, I didn't tell you about it, but I did my whole list, and I got to my number 1. I went, I guess that's my list. And then I started playing the Yakuza intro music, and I was like, wait,
yeah.
What is that? Do you hear that? And you're like, yeah, what's going on? I'm like, that's Yakuza 0's intro music. Because my list isn't over, because there's actually a number 0.
Did I like that?
Yeah, it was great.
I'm glad. Full name TVD says, I just want more Ichiban. It was honestly a bummer to find out Kiryu shares / steals his spotlight in 8. I haven't played any of the games with him because the idea of a turn-based Yakuza game makes my skin crawl.
I preferred it so dramatically to
and then the other thing,
one.
I haven't played those games. I find that character to be wildly irritating. Part of the reason that I haven't played them.
Yeah, I don't remember much about how it was. I got a good chunk into that game for sure.
Here's what it is. Here's the thing. This is the thing. The Yakuza games hate Kiryu. They hate him as a character. They hate giving you him to play. So, like, this idea, like, sure, like, there's so many games that have Kiryu as the main character, but all of those games sideline and derail him, like, almost as a psychological disease of the developers. Like, it is so fucking frustrating that these games are supposed to be about him, and he's barely in them, and he's really in them to be, like, punished. Like, he is like the Sisyphus of that world.
It's weird because from the outside, it really seems like the opposite, where like they keep putting Kiryu back in because they can't help but make a Yakuza game with Kiryu in it.
No, they haven't made a Yakuza game that does Kiryu justice since Yakuza 2. None of those games do him justice. They just happen to be good despite that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so the fact that they then like, okay, we're getting rid of they're getting rid of like the brawler combat, and they're also replacing Kiryu as the main character. It is just like another insult heaped on Kiryu, like the most fucking chained to hell character of all time.
I think the Yakuza action beat 'em up combat, like that, to me, like dovetails exactly with why you like Shenmue and I don't. Is that you like that kind of like action beat 'em up thing being paired with like an adventure game, and to me this is like kind of drives me a little bit insane.
And I barely tolerate turn-based combat. Like turn-based RPG style combat, like the idea that a game would be on its face like, I'm inspired by Dragon Quest, and so I'm going to like imagine Dragon Quest. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I liked the combat in that game so much that I was like, I should just go play more Dragon Quest games, and then I went and played like 3 or 4 Dragon Quests in a row to completion, and then never went back to 7. I love Dragon Quest. It's good.
I tried playing the Dragon Quest, which is the one with Trunks. Is that 9? on the box?
It's 11.
11?
11 is the only one since PS2 that came out in America, so it would have to be that one.
Yeah, it was 11. Yeah, it was 11.
9 and 10 were DS MMOs that never were released outside Japan.
I tried playing 11 and I just didn't like it at all.
I didn't love it.
But I had kept hearing such good things about it.
Yeah, that one I can't really vouch for too much. But the other one, the ones I really did like were NES games, and you don't like NES games anyway, so.
Yeah. 9 apparently also did come out in the US, but on the DS. 10 is the MMO. I'm hearing. Yes, that's what everyone in the chat is saying.
What?
9 isn't an MMO, it's a DS exclusive. 10 is the MMO.
The fuck? Why is this upends everything I know about?
Yeah, Dragon Quest X, a massively multiplayer online role-playing game developed and published by Square Enix.
But what about 9? What does it say about 9?
Dragon Quest 9 is a role-playing video game co-developed by Level 5 and Square Enix for the Nintendo DS.
What the fuck?
Sorry.
That's crazy.
Sorry. I wish I could help you.
This has rocked my entire worldview.
Yeah, you could go play Dragon Quest 9 right now.
Holy shit. Well, I'm actually, I just started 6.
But, yeah, I mean...
Yeah, Dragon Quest 1 through 5 are like my 5 favorite games that I played in the last 5 years.
Especially after playing, I've played now 97% of Metaphor ReFantasio.
I still can't believe you did that.
And God, it was just like pulling my own teeth. I just hated it. And so I'm at right now, like I happen to be even lower than usual on turn-based games. Even though the turn-based combat was not even what I don't like about that game, but
did I maybe miss a map? I can't. I'm without a map, and so I feel trapped.
You need me to look something up?
I don't know. I feel like we've been playing for an hour. I think we're good.
We have been playing for 58 minutes.
I'm going to try every door in this hallway. Oh, but I don't have I have to find a save point. Oh my god, I want to die.
Yeah. I mean, I say I don't like turn-based combat because it's easy to say, but like a lot of times I just feel like the rest of the game is the problem. I don't know what it is about games with turn-based combat where the rest of the game is also not to my liking, but it is true. Like, I love Pokemon. It's like my favorite series at this point, basically. Like, okay, I didn't like the last
3 generations.
No, I liked Sword and Shield in the end. And I sort of like Sun and Moon. And I like Black and White, and I liked, you know what I mean? Like, these are all...
X and Y?
Oh, I liked X and Y. Yeah, sorry, I just skipped X and Y. I have criticisms of all of those games, but collectively, I've played, I don't know, 8,000 hours of Pokemon. Like, I played so much Pokemon. So, you can make a turn-based game that I like.
And that's really strange to me, because I think of... Hey, look what we found here. I think of the turn-based combat in Pokemon as being especially slow and aggravating.
I think that the important thing in Pokemon is that it's barely about the combat. I also, sure, it's a little slow, but it's essentially a game about collecting Pokemon and not as much like the battles, and I think it's about the world and the designs of the creatures more than it is about the turn-based game. And the turn-based game doesn't interfere with my enjoyment of the rest of the game. I like raising the levels of my Pokemon more than I like raising the levels of a thief character. You know what I mean? I guess. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I was playing Caves of Kood. That's technically a turn-based game. I like that a lot. But like, it doesn't have a battle system in the same way. That's more of like a dungeon crawler turn-based game,
right?
It's sort of a roguelike.
It's really a roguelike because that whole like you're in a dungeon and every time you take a step, the game world ticks forward. Like that's rogue.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's a roguelike, but it's a roguelike in a much different way than a lot of roguelikes are roguelikes. It's taking different things from Rogue and then you can also play it as a non-roguelike. There's like a checkpointing system. If you want to turn that on, you can.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us while we played Silent Hill 2.
Yeah.
I started. We started. I was having a good time, and it really hit a wall on this one.
You seem like you're getting tired.
That too, but it was really the taking my map away thing. It was these apartments fucking suck. Like they suck so bad.
Yeah. Although, according to you, it's the only part of the game that you like.
Well, I was wrong about that.
Yeah. That was my guess, if you remember from when we were playing.
Yeah, no, I was actually completely wrong.
Yeah.
And I even remembered from, like, when we played the remake, I remembered, like, oh, yeah, in the original, I think, like, when we got into town and were running around with Maria, that was, like, I was liking that more than the apartments.
Okay.
But even that, I don't know.
Silent Hill remains a series that is at its best when the main character is talking to one of its freaks, and they are sorely missing though. Like it's just not enough of that in these games.
I just like when I'm using the map to move around and things are making sense and I'm unlocking stuff.
Seti says doubling back to things that we should do for the Patreon. I would pay an extra $5 to $10 a month for the return of a weekly snooze button cast or stream. I don't know if we can do weekly, but I would do a snooze button at some point.
That'd be really hard, I think.
For you, it would be hard.
For you, it'd be hard.
No, it would be hard for you because you work in the morning.
Maybe it'd be hard for you.
I think it would be harder for you than for me.
Maybe this for you it would be hard.
This is actually what I'm saying is that Kyle sucks and is bad, and so it would be hard because of that they're bad.
No, I'm just I don't mean anything by what I'm saying. I'm just a turning phrase.
Just turning phrase. I'm just over here turning phrase.
I'm just taking what you're saying and I'm just saying it back to you.
Okay. Parroting. Anything else? Contentburger.biz. Subscribe on the YouTube and the Twitch if you're not, or I guess follow on Twitch because subscribe means the opposite thing. That's it. Go enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening.
I want to die.
Bye.